Hi, George Sanders here, President, Gold Cliff Resource Corporation. Today we want to talk about some recent merger and acquisition activity in the junior resource space. Just last week, the week of December 9th, we saw two transactions. Agnico Eagle announced the purchase of O3 Mining in a transaction valued at just over $200 million. On a much smaller scale, but still important, we saw Nevada-based gold development company Borealis Mining announce a merger to acquire another Nevada-based development stage company, Gold Bull Resources Corporation. So just last week we had one exit transaction and one consolidation transaction. Back in the late summer, we produced a couple of videos where we discussed M&A activity in the junior resource space and the possible impact thereof. And we noted that these transactions do tend to be situation specific. They can be viewed as one-offs. But after we observe a series of them, clearly a trend could be happening. Subsequent to those videos, we have seen a continuation of activity in the sector. Two transactions I would like to highlight. The first of which is in October, Coeur Mining announced a $1.7 billion acquisition of Silvercrest Metals, a junior silver and gold producer. And this is the second successful and profitable exit for all investors associated with the Silvercrest Group. A second and perhaps most interesting transaction was the investment by South 32 of just over $29 million to take a 19.9% share interest in American Eagle. American Eagle is an exploration company tied in and rapidly advancing the NAC copper gold porphyry project in the Babine district near Smithers in northern British Columbia. This transaction is a straight share position. It's not a transaction involving the property, so it is further to some of the observations that we made back in our videos in the summer. We believe that this trend will continue on into 2025, and we do believe it's very positive impact for the junior resource space from 3 points of view. First of all, where exits are involved, it produces a liquidity event from which there will be investment of profits and new capital coming into the space. The second thing that it does is it creates credibility in the space. And the third thing, with respect to the type of transaction we saw with South 32 in American Eagle, it produces necessary equity investment that doesn't have a share trading component to it and doesn't affect the float and the trading activity of those companies. So we think for those three reasons that this activity bodes very well for the sector, and we look forward to other investors observing this trend and becoming excited by it in 2025.